Hello. Hi, I am Olivia and this is Profits and Wealth. When you are a YouTube content creator, especially when you're starting out, there are always certain YouTubers and certain channels that you look to and you say to yourself, I want to make videos like those ones. I want to be able to present and produce a video like that and to grip people's attention so they can stay watching from beginning up until the end. And in all honesty, we also create content with the aim or the objective for our content or our channel at one stage to become monetized. It's not an easy road. Everyone will tell you you need consistency, you need good quality videos, it's a whole range of things that will make you to reach the amount of views, to get monetized, to be noticed. And when you reach that point, it should be a moment to celebrate, right? It should be a moment to say that now I can breathe because I have reached my objective. But not so much in the YouTube space, because it seems that for some people, when certain channels grow too fast, become too much, or if you are always looking at the secrets in big corporations, if you produce thought-provoking content that make people look differently at big corporations, it seems suddenly you become a threat. Like what has happened now with Magnatesmedia. This is Magnatesmedia. This is, for me, one of the best YouTube channels. He is in the niche of business and money, as rightly his whole, you can see there with, when you go to the page of his channel, you can see it, his description. And he is one of the few YouTubers who actually live up to the name of his channel and his content, the name of his channel. And this is the message, Magnatesmedia. When you watch his content, like I've said, it's one of those channels that when you go there, you say to yourself, I want to produce and I want to make videos like that. He started in December 2018, and so far this channel, Magnatesmedia, has received over 83 million views. That should be a milestone to celebrate, but he's not celebrating at the moment. This is the message that was on his channel. It said, update 18 hours ago. It now says your YouTube channel will be terminated soon, along with any associated channels, unless you are able to resolve your strikes. During this period, strikes will not expire and you will not be able to upload any new videos. Your account, so this is the update, your account termination is on hold, awaiting final review of a counter notification. And this is at the backdrop of why Magnatesmedia received a notice to strike, a notice that his channel will be deleted from YouTube. This is the backdrop. Basically, because I've counted Alex Edson now has 10 business days to sue me. If he doesn't, hopefully that means my channel survives. But this guy has a history of lawsuits and taking down channels. So that at this point, I honestly don't know what will happen. All I do know that if Alex had a problem with a few seconds of my video, he could have just contacted me and I'd have removed them. I've tried reaching out to him several times since then and resolved this privately, but no answer. The fact he made 3 strikes and is unwilling to talk suggests he wants my channel terminated. Unfortunately, I can't post videos while this situation is all still under review. What has happened is that Alex Edson accused Magnatesmedia of copyright infringement, and now Magnatesmedia has 3 strikes against them, which means his content, his channel will be deleted. Think about that. His channel will be deleted. Not just the content where the video is, his entire channel. Because Alex Edson accused him of copyright. I'm not going to go into the details because there are many other YouTubers who breaks it down beautifully on what is the technical side of this whole issue. What we are talking about here is one YouTuber looking at another YouTuber and say, hey, you used my material. But instead of facing the YouTuber and going to him and say, listen, you have used my material unlawfully and I don't agree, please remove it. He went to YouTube. Alex Edson went to YouTube, and now Magnatesmedia, there's a possibility that this great channel will be removed. The copyrights, the picture that is in question. You know, when the technicality of it gets broken down, it sounds utterly ridiculous. So here is my take on this. What I think what is at play here is an overinflated ego of a man who lacks even one bone of creativity. Why do I say that? Because as I was watching the comments and the videos that were made concerning the possibility that Magnatesmedia's channel will be deleted, I then went to Business Casual. In fact, I've never heard of Business Casual before until today. When I went to their channel, one video in 8 months, one video. The video before that was 2 or 3 years ago. Does that sound like a serious YouTuber? Does that sound like a serious content creator? Or does that not sound like someone who is just out to get rid of the competition closest to them? Business Casual was bought by Alex Edson. One video since it was bought, one single video. Then, when I went to the stats of Magnatesmedia, like I said earlier, they had 80 since 2018. He has had more than 83 million views because he uploads constantly. His videos are creative, informative. It's a documentary. He makes documentaries, and he makes you look at companies in a whole different way. And he looks at big corporations on how they make their money, how they came into making their money. He covers such a broad range of topics concerning business and money. And as a content creator, I can say to you, one of the hardest things to do is to wake up and create content, especially when you're starting out. especially when you have to think of ideas, when you have to think of preparing a video, searching for the information, editing it, getting the music right. It's a whole job. And for Magnatesmedia to do this consistently over a period of almost 5 years, that needs to be commended. And not just that, but also to inform us, because that is the whole purpose of YouTube videos, is to give you different perspectives. So he is being accused, Edson accused Magnatesmedia that he stole his ideas, he stole his script. I mean, seriously, when you look at YouTube, the algorithm, it shows you similar videos all the time. You see something and you think, but I need to comment on what that person is saying or what that person is doing, because either you can do it better or you want to commend them on the way that they are doing their things. So the fact that Magnatesmedia is being accused of stealing something, an idea from Edson, business casual, it just sounds ludicrous. So like I've said, this sounds more like a case of someone who lacks creativity, who has an overinflated ego. Because the video that he has made about how he sued YouTube or something like that, the video he made, the entire video, it's about him. Yes, I know. I'm also talking about, you just see in most of my videos, you only see me talking. But the perception, when you look at him, it's all about him. All about him playing this ball of the righteous person. While in the fact, the very thing that he's accusing YouTube of is what he's doing now to what seems to be his closest competitor. Business Channel it started in 2016, 2 years before Magnatesmedia. 2 years. There were regular uploads, and their views for now on today is they have reached over 98 million views. While as Magnatesmedia it's just over 83 million views. And what I see is Edson is seeing Magnatesmedia as a threat. So if I lack the ability to meet anyone on the same terms, what is the next alternative? Especially when you are underhand, when you are sneaky, when you are used to having lawsuits against people, then what is your tactic? Instead of talking to someone, instead of looking like what the rest of us normal YouTube folks do, instead of looking at videos and see how can we do what they do, what software are they using, what are they recommending, what works for them, instead of doing that, he set out to destroy Magnatesmedia. And why must we pay attention? Why must we pay attention to this? Because remember, if one person can do this to one content creator, what is stopping you from being next? Magnatesmedia has been started in 2018, December 2018. He has managed, together with his team, to build it up into a formidable channel where you can go for very informative videos, sometimes with a little bit of humor, but we have watched it. You could literally see the growth of it, the hard work that paid off, the creativity that went into it, the thought that every single video, you want to watch it. You want to see what is going on. You want to see how do they do that. I mean, look at these titles. Look at the name of the companies. And now, someone wants to rob them of their ability. Not just go to them and say, look, you are my closest competition. I see you as a threat, and maybe some of your videos I don't agree with. Let's make it game on, and let's start this race on equal foot. Instead of doing that, now the threat of being sued is hanging over them, and it doesn't end there. The possibility of him losing his livelihood because of one little man with a big ego and few brain cells who has seen a way of how to put fear in the hearts of people. You know why I say fear in the hearts of people? Is when I read at what is written here. He says here, Magnatesmedia, he says the possibility of being sued. It's a scary, those are my words now, it's a scary and terrifying possibility for anyone. And when I look at the comments and I see how people advise, go to court and don't worry to get sued. Do you guys know how much a court case, legal action, how much it takes out of you emotionally, mentally, and financially? Do you know how terrifying it is? Even you know that you haven't done anything wrong, but to come up against someone with deeper pockets than yours, who's not just a threat to your finances, but who's a threat to your well-being, who's a threat to your income, that can destroy your life. So to say that, no, don't worry, you'll meet in court, it's not even an option. This man, Edson, is used to suing people. He sued Google, he sued YouTube, and now he's looking for content creators, ordinary people like you and me, who want to make a living, and others are already making a living from YouTube. So now what happens? What does this mean to you and me? It means that now you are open. This would set a precedent that we must be aware of. This would open the can of worms that if I don't like your channel, and it happens, if I don't like your channel, I can just report it. And let's face it, there are many of us, many new YouTubers that when you start off, you are not so clued up about copyright and all of those things that govern YouTube channels. The policies are there. It's there. It's not hidden, but it gets confusing. And for someone like Magnatesmedia, who has consistently throughout the years produced quality content, minding his own business, building a profile, building a platform, building a business, and for that to be taken, the possibility that could be taken away because someone lacked integrity, someone lacked honesty, someone lacked the decency to go and say, I think that you have stolen my picture or my editing, whatever this is, it's just ludicrous. It is ludicrous. And we need to stand up against it. You know, there's a saying here in South Africa, it says, tomorrow they are coming for you. Because what is happening here, it's blatantly unfair. The worst part, when you feel threatened, you know what the worst part is? Is when you know that you haven't done anything wrong. And the person who's making the act speaks to the bigger society. This speaks to what we have become as people. Where when you see someone you think who's better than you, who does more than you, who gets more view and who's growing more steadily. So instead of wanting to become, instead of wanting to become more like them, not copying them, but to take the good that you see they are doing, instead of wanting to copy that, now you must destroy it. And let me just say this, court cases are freaking expensive. Where does Edson get his money from? He took on Google, he took on YouTube, and now he's coming to YouTube content creators. Who is this Edson and who is funding him? We need to ask these questions, because what is he benefiting except money? So the question I need to ask is, what are we going to do about it? We might not have a lot of money to contribute. We might think that we don't have the power to do anything. But what we do have is our platforms. What we do have is our voices. And what we do have is the willingness to speak up and to say something when we see this kind of things happening in front of our eyes. It's very easy to stand on the sidelines and not say anything. It's very easy to say that this doesn't affect me. But in actual fact, it does. Because if it can happen to one person, it could happen to anyone. And for the sake of YouTube, and for the sake of content creation on this platform, I really, really hope that YouTube does the right thing. Magnatesmedia has said that they reached out to Alex. Alex was not prepared to speak. An advocate once told me, he said, if we had common sense, common decency, willingness to talk, lawyers, attorneys, they would not be necessary. But because of people like Edson, unfortunately, we need lawyers to protect ourselves. But I really hope it doesn't get to that point where Magnatesmedia has to go and stand in court and prove that there was no copyright infringement. It's absolutely ludicrous that now someone can accuse you of something, and to clear your name, you need to go and stand in court. Like I've said in the beginning, building a YouTube channel, it's one of the hardest things to do. In fact, building anything, it's difficult. Staying true to yourself in the process, it's even more difficult. Because that is the freedom that YouTube gives, having a YouTube channel. It's you can show who you are. You can talk about what is close to your heart. You can make videos about the things that interest you. It's much more difficult than what it sounds. And Magnatesmedia has consistently, since December 2018, he has informed, entertained, enlightened, and educate us on business matters. Him and his team are getting an income from YouTube videos. That is how he makes a living. Because to make a living from YouTube, you need to do it full time. You need to be there almost once a week. And when you are not in front of the cameras, you are busy researching, editing, gathering information, getting the right music, searching for the right images. It's a lot of work to put out videos consistently. And Magnatesmedia has been doing that. And for them to be punished because the channel is growing, because they're doing a good job, they're getting the recognition, their videos are watchable, and you want to see what the content is. Everything about the videos is professional. And now they're being punished for that. Also with the fear of their income being taken away. just like that because of an uncreative, someone who lacks creativity, I think that is unacceptable. And we cannot keep quiet about it. And I just feel that all of us, wherever you are, whatever you do, if you are on YouTube, you need to say something about this. Magnatesmedia, John, I hope that you get through this. And I hope that Edson does not get his way. And I just want you to know that we are all behind you. Because many times, we all know as on YouTube, you watch a video, you forget to like and subscribe. And sometimes you even forget what channel did I see that video on. But your videos make a mark. And like I've said, it's those videos when you watch, you're like, where did he get this content? I want to make videos like that. But I don't have the energy or the time or the resources to produce the quality videos that you are producing. And I really hope that you will be here and that you will keep on and continue making these videos. And I honestly, surely to God, I hope that Edson does not get his way. I thank you. I am Olivia, and this is Profits and Wealth.